you're not heartbroken. You're addicted. Addicted to an illusion of someone who was never really yours. And the worst part? There was no relationship, no breakup, no final goodbye, just silence and 1,000 unanswered questions. So your mind keeps going back, again and again, trying to understand what never really existed. Let's be honest, you didn't fall in love with them. You fell in love with a version of them that you created in your mind. The version that replied instantly. The version that made you feel seen. The version that chose you without hesitation. But that version was never consistent in real life. In reality, they were hot and cold, close then distant, interested then gone. And still, you held on. Not because they gave you everything, but because they gave you just enough to hope. And that's where it gets dangerous. Because your brain doesn't get addicted to love. It gets addicted to uncertainty. One message and you feel a rush. One conversation and suddenly everything makes sense. Then silence. And now you're overthinking everything. Checking your phone, replaying every word, trying to figure out what changed. Nothing changed. That's who they always were. You see, high-value people are not confusing. They don't send mixed signals. They don't disappear and reappear. They are clear. Because clarity is a decision. And if someone is unclear about you, that is your clarity. But here's the part that hurts the most. You're not grieving them. You're grieving the future you imagined with them. The late-night talks that never happened. The memories that were never created. The relationship that only existed in your head. You built an entire story. And now you're trying to let go of something that never even had a real beginning. That's why it feels so heavy. Because there's no closure, no explanation, no apology, no final moment to say this is over. So your mind keeps searching. If I just understand why, if they just say something, then maybe you'll finally move on. But listen carefully. Closure is not something they give you. Closure is something you take when you accept what they showed you. And what did they show you? Inconsistency, uncertainty, lack of effort. That is your answer. Now it's time to face the truth. You were available. You were ready. You were real. But they were not. And instead of accepting that, you kept lowering your standards. Just to keep them in your life, you accepted less because you hoped for more. And that is what broke you. But here's where everything changes. You stop chasing confusion. You stop entertaining half effort. You stop building emotional connections with people who haven't proven themselves in reality. Because you finally understand, attention is not love. Chemistry is not commitment. And potential is not reality. You were never too much. You were just giving real energy to someone who couldn't match it. And now, you take that energy back, not to chase someone else, but to rebuild yourself, to become so grounded that next time, you don't fall for words, you don't fall for moments, you fall for consistency. And one day, you'll meet someone different, someone who doesn't confuse you, who doesn't disappear, who doesn't make you question your worth, someone who shows up every single day with clarity. And in that moment, you'll look back at this phase and realize you weren't in love, you were learning. So let it go. Not because it was easy, but because you finally see it clearly. It was never real, and now you are. If this hit you, like the video, comment, I choose clarity. And remember, we don't chase, we evolve.